hello, and welcome to the Spotify Green Room. Right now, it is Sunday for me in this beautiful Sydney, Australia. You know, the sun's out. I'm sitting out on my chair, got my shirt off, getting vitamin D from the sun, getting a suntan. You know, vitamin D is very, 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 very good for your health, guys. You got to get that vitamin D, at least that hour of sunlight a day, strengthen your immune system. COVID-19 can go and get fucked as well, because I'm fed up with this shit. You know, basically, I think I was checking the stats today of our vaccine population. I think we've got about, what was it, 26% of the population fully vaccinated. You know, I've had my first dose of AstraZeneca. I'm still alive. I'm still kicking. I feel great. I'm just inviting some people into the green room to participate in this podcast. You know, but I did my meditation this morning with Selena, who's a very talented meditation teacher on Inside Timer as well. So 11 o'clock, had a coffee, did a meditation, just finished my lunch now, and I'm live on the green room on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Lovely weather. You know, I love it when the sun's out, and it's just a beautiful warm day, guys. And that's what I love. Vitamin D is good for the mind, body, soul, and spirit, and gives you energy, strengthen your immune system. Now, I've just invited everyone into the green room, where if you're tuning in from, United States, England, India, wherever you are, please join, But what we got going on is these world affairs as well, and we got a lot of fake news. Like, CNN gives me the shits. I fucking hate CNN. I can't stand it. There's a few news channels I can't stand, and that's 9 News, 7 News, CNN, the 7 p.m. Project, 10 News. To be honest with you, I don't want to listen to that shit. You know, it's like, I don't even want to read a newspaper anymore, because there's so much just fucking garbage on these newspapers, whether it's the Daily Telegraph, it's the Sydney Morning Herald, 2GB, 2UE. You know, I mean, you get a lot of news media, they're either on the left or the right. You know, yes, I admit I'm on the right, so I'm a Liberal supporter in Australia. That's who I support and I follow. But it's become now both of our parties, most of our politicians and world leaders have just been school children, just bitching and whining all through the pandemic. And now we've got this Taliban shit going on, which I'm not very happy about. You know, the Americans just all of a sudden pulled out. Joe Biden just pulled them out. Donald Trump wanted to pull troops out. Now, although I don't support Donald Trump's political views, if Donald Trump was right all along about all this shit going on, it'd be very interesting how people are going to view him. Now, I remember when Donald Trump shaved Vince McMahon's head bald at WrestleMania. I think it was WrestleMania 23. He was in the corner of Bobby Lashley versus Umaga. That was entertaining. And then Steve Austin just stunning him. That was some funny shit. That was some good shit. That's entertaining stuff. But, you're going to find news media is just going to be one-sided. Apparently it's in the editorial. Whether a Labor voter or a Liberal voter, it's like, well, who's right? We can bitch and moan all we want. We can read all the newspapers. We can listen to the fucking news and basically just, let it get to you, let it drag you down, put depression, or you can just say, go, fuck this shit. I'm in a lockdown at the moment. I'm just going to switch it off. I'm going to be productive. I'm going to do my meditation. I'm going to do my yoga. I'm going to do my body weight workout. Because in Sydney, New South Wales, we're in a full lockdown now. And I can just decide, look, I'm going to be productive. I'm going to do something that I love doing. We've got now a curfew. It's from 9 p.m. till 5 a.m. in the morning. So, but it just doesn't stop idiots just doing stupid things. Like, I see people not wearing their masks in my local area. And, I mean, you got the police commissioner whinging, and then yet these protests went ahead, which is just not cool. Guys, just put a mask on and don't go to the protest. Come on. Why don't you just protest on Zoom? If people were that interested in protesting in 2021 or even 2020, why didn't you do it on Zoom? And you could protest in your house. You can do it on a computer screen. It's going to be more safe. It's not going to spread this fucking thing around. And it's like Anzac Day's got... Anzac Day went ahead this year. I'm very thankful for that. But last year, it was done in the driveway, and yet Black Lives Matter went ahead. I don't understand. Why do you if you want to protest, they could have just sent a Zoom link or, done it on the internet, on the Facebook or something, or a live stream, or join in somehow. And people just behaving stupid. Like, come on. Where's Australia going? Our world leaders, our prime ministers, saying that, yeah, he's getting the vaccine rollout. But it's just been too fucking bloody slow to get a jab. It should not be difficult to get a vaccine from the government. I had a problem with Sonic Healthcare, okay? I booked in my Pfizer vaccine, all right? And they tell me, oh, no, you're from the, Liverpool Council area. You need to get a COVID test and show a negative. I was not told that from Sonic Healthcare. Why didn't Sonic Healthcare tell me 3 days or a week before? They should have sent out an email or a text to tell me and do it. Because that's just unacceptable. That's wasted my time. Okay? And you got one of the nurses, oh, as soon as you finish your vaccine, please sit down for 15 minutes and book your second vaccine online with Sonic Healthcare, so we can make sure you are safe. For fuck's sake. They're useless. I'm never going to Sonic Healthcare ever again. You've just lost a customer. You have just lost a customer. I make sure, like, mental health comes first. Mental health is very important, because with fake news, and they're doing this on fucking purpose. They are doing this on purpose. It's just purpose. And they know they want to sell those newspapers. Yeah, I'm not paying fucking $3.50 for a newspaper. I'll spend that money on a cup of coffee. I mean, you got like Apple News. You can spend a monthly subscription for $15 a month, but why should I do that? I'm not giving my money to Apple or the news media. Get fucked. I'd rather give my money to Insight Timer, Down Dog Yoga, Morning Fame, because I'm getting something out of it, and it's more community focused, not some fucking news corporation. Go fuck yourself. Shame on you. And shame on you. Imagine if Dr. Phil was president. It'd be very interesting. He was right. This virus, he was more worried about what this would do to people's mental health being in a lockdown. I mean, this fucking thing, we can only go out for 1 hour a day. The common sense, put your mask on. Just do it. But, there are going to be stupid people, and I don't know. Can the police fine people for stupidity? I don't know. I don't know. You know. And you got Facebook as well, who wants to do everything, wants to be a news media company. That's why I'm moving away from Facebook. I'm using WebTalk, and I'll be upgrading to my Pro membership this year, because I'm a web talker. I love WebTalk. I'm an affiliate of WebTalk, and WebTalk's paying me money to socialise on WebTalk. I'll put a link in the podcast description for WebTalk, so you can get that. WebTalk's free, but I definitely recommend the Pro membership, because there's some great features you can be on as a Pro member on WebTalk, and it's amazing. There are some good training material on WebTalk as well, and this is what I love about WebTalk. It's apparently they are going to get merchandise soon, which should be good. Wouldn't mind some merch. And you get points to socialize if you're posting regularly. Good content is the way to go, and do that, you'd be successful in WebTalk. So this was offered to me last year, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll give it a go. And yeah, been on it for, I think, about 9 months now. I've been on WebTalk. 9 months. But other than that, things have been happening in the sporting world. Conor McGregor too. I quite like Conor McGregor. I love how he just hypes up a fight. Very good businessman. Very successful as a UFC fighter. He knows how the fight business works. As you know, I know I'm a content creator, but I do like watching combat sports. I love All Elite Wrestling. They're the best. But as you notice, like a lot of the sporting venues have lost a lot of money because ticket sales have gone down. I know where we can't go and watch the footy live, and I've got NRL supporters who will listen to the Stephen Shiels radio show, and they're sad, and I don't blame you, because that's what you do. You get your membership, you want to watch your entertainment. I'm feeling you. I am feeling you, basically. Now, this is going to pass. I was scrolling through ABC, the ABC News app this morning. I was like, I'm just reading this article. Bob Dylan. Apparently, he's done some not nice things to a woman in the 60s. And apparently, well, he's going to go to court. It just makes the music industry look bad. Harvey Weinstein as well. I don't know why you want to use your power to take advantage of women, you sick son of a bitch. Go and fuck yourself. People who do that shit, I got no remorse. Hollywood's always been like that. There's always been the perverts in Hollywood that prey on young women and women in general. And if a woman didn't sleep with Harvey Weinstein, they never got the role. Or and if they don't, went and spoke up, they got blacklisted. The whole industry knew about Harvey Weinstein doing that shit. Brad Pitt too. Yeah, not good. Not good at all. Makes the film industry look bad. It's shame on you. That's all I can say. And shame on you. So what's going on? Where's the world going to head after this pandemic? Why is this pandemic why has this pandemic become a business? Please tell me why. It's just become a business, this virus. Paramedics in Australia picking up people. There's been paramedics who've caught COVID-19. I had a paramedic on the show as well, Michelle Healy. Great podcast. Definitely go and check that out. And it's sad that this is going on. And it shouldn't. And I just want this to stop. And, Israel apparently had their Freedom Day, but then had an outbreak. And all of a sudden, apparently I think it was 80% of the population or something. I could be wrong. Have been fully vaccinated, and yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I do think our Prime Minister's tried to handle this the best as he can. I think Gladys Berejiklian's made some decisions that have pissed people off, pissed me off too. I think there's been a lot of mass confusion in Parliament, in the federal government. I think, we need to just move on from this. It's not right to be blaming and bitching about borders and shit like that now. So there's no perfect government ever in the world at all. I like to hear two sides to the story with political affairs, whether it's the Labor government and the Liberal government. There's two sides to every story. Just having my Barocca and just talking. It's like, who's right? Is the left right or is the right right? Who's right at the end of the day is a question. That's what I'm trying to think of. Who is right? Who's making the best decisions for our country? And moving forward. Gladys Berejiklian has done things that she shouldn't have done. She shouldn't have been ripping on Daniel Andrews about borders. The Queensland Premier pissed off to Tokyo. She shouldn't have done that. Shame on you. I just feel now our society, I don't know, 100 years ago was the Spanish flu. This stuff was happening. Masks were mandatory. The Spanish flu did hit Australia. Yes, was a very bad flu. Apparently, with the Prime Minister saying if people are just fully vaccinated to coronavirus, they're hoping it's just going to be a flu. I just want to get back to normality. I don't like this 5 kilometre radius rule. Now people are working from home again. We're starting to go good, and then boom, we had to lock down. Then you had this idiot who tested positive to COVID-19, and he didn't isolate, and people are looking for him. Oh dear. Where is Australia going? Where's our beautiful island nation heading after this? How is the airline industry going to get back to the way they were pre-pandemic? There's a lot of flight attendants, pilots have lost their jobs, possibly evicted from home, lost the mortgage, the bank takes the house. Banks don't give a shit. The landlord and the real estate agent they don't care. Real estate, they don't give a shit. They just want to sell. They can't do it. What can they do if a tenant doesn't pay their rent because they've lost their job? And this shit's going on. There's people being evicted all the time, even around my area. People are getting evicted because they put the rent up too high. And rent is ridiculously expensive. And it's bullshit. It is fucked. Well, it'll get worse before it gets better. I mean, it's like the 2008 global financial crisis. People lost their jobs, factories closed, especially in the United States of America. People lost their houses. I mean, what can I say? What can I say? It probably takes 20 years just to negotiate a trade. And, we had the G7 summit this year. Our Prime Minister was invited. So, overall, look, my view, I think Scott Morrison's doing a good job in handling this pandemic. There's certain things he could have done better with the bushfire season. I'm just fed up with the politics. With the with climate change and bushfires. It's just I'm sick of it. I just fed up with it, and that's all I can say. It's what can we do? We can't do anything about it. Natural disaster is a natural disaster, but why does it turn into a fucking political football match, bitching and complaining to each other? Shame on you. And shame on you. Australia's always had bushfires. We had Black Saturday, which was a bad bushfire. We had the 2019-2020 bushfire season. That was bad. I don't know why there's politics involved in it. Now our Australian troops go into Afghanistan, was it all for nothing, is the question. Veteran Affairs just treat our veterans like shit. You get an arm, leg blown off, and the army just say, well, you're no good to us anymore. It's a nightmare to get compensation. I'm sure my US audience could relate to this issue as well. We have Veteran Affairs, and they're a nightmare, I've heard not good things about them. But it's just war. Like I said this on an episode on the Green Room. War is business. War is profit as well. So we've got a lot of fake news in the media who do get one-sided, who do basically just put rubbish on people and celebrities and just slander people. Why would you do that? Why would you be stupid to write fake news and slander people like that? I can see we got Larry K. How are you? We just lost you. But yeah, fake news is not good. Basically, it's just it's used as clickbait. The internet's full of fake news and full of crap as well on the internet. So where's society heading? Where are we heading? And how are people getting away with fake news? Just to make money to sell a paper. That's all it is. Just to make money to sell a newspaper. Because they put shit on people, ridicule people, and it's not fair, it's slandering, it's disrespect, and shame on you, But yeah, it's a good little episode today on the Spotify Green Room as well. I'm going to leave it there for today on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Guys, please stay healthy. Try to limit your news intake as much as you can. Be the best that you can be. Listen to, good audios that are going to be educational and not fill your head with crap. I'm Stephen Shiels on the Stephen Shiels Radio Show. Bye for now.